Welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel, everyone. This is Rich making another video on XRP today as usual. So wherever you are in this vast planet, I hope you're all having a nice day today. I have to start with this from Digital Outlook before we discuss XRP. In XRP, there is a buyer for every selling. While retail allows FUD to push them out, whales are scooping bags. Who is actually doing wisely in this situation? You ask. Indeed, whales are purchasing as people are selling. The institutions will soon be snatching up the XRP when people sell. Additionally, there is always a green day after a red day. The market always recovers. There's nothing you do on a red day because XRP's price fluctuates. I see people looking to sell. What occurs each time we observe XRP? Briefly move to the side. The next leg up. Usually. Ahead of the US government's crypto policy report, the price of XRP remains above the $3 support level. Because there was no discussion about the US government purchasing additional Bitcoin, it remained above $3 even after the news was released and the Bitcoin maxis began to sell off. You see, the Bitcoin community is also experiencing panic. People sell their Bitcoin once they receive unfavorable news. The same is true for XRP. People suddenly want to sell after hearing that big news because the price didn't immediately soar. Additionally, weak hands will always be removed from cryptocurrency. However, the dips in cryptocurrency become regular as you become used to them. You're not even bothered by it anymore. The attitude is, okay, it's a red day, no big deal. I will not take any action. However, other people simply lose themselves in the passion and have to sell their XRP, only to repurchase it later at a greater price. No huge deal. The White House crypto report only mentions Ondo Finance, a Ripple partner. The US debt is being tokenized as tokenized bonds on the XRP ledger by the same Ondo Finance. You know, Ondo is another fantastic cryptocurrency that I purchased some time ago. At the moment, I believe it is about 9 cents. Additionally, I think it is greatly underappreciated. It will be a cryptocurrency that keeps gaining traction over time, and I believe it will be a winner. Ondo, however, also connects the XRP ledger and Blackrock. And according to Blackrock today, cryptocurrency stablecoins will be used as a form of payment in the financial industry of the future. However, they never mention that all of these stablecoins require a bridge. The bridge is in your hands. Additionally, anyone who is stacking stablecoins, I even saw someone mention that they were piling RLUSD. What price do you think it will reach? The coin is steady. It is based on a single US dollar. You use stablecoins to purchase cryptocurrency or to cash out cryptocurrency, but you don't hoard stablecoins unless you plan to use them to make a purchase. However, stable currencies will also be crucial to tokenization. Then there is Flare, who is increasing yield. Listen to this out. And it is the capacity to earn a dividend, maintain long-term side exposure, and stake your XRP. And Firelight is the name of the protocol, and Flare is its power source. A company called Centura employs extremely skilled DeFi professionals that develop the staking platform Firelight on Flare. The most important thing to grasp is that it lets you use your XRP to protect services, which we call, ingeniously enough, Secured Service Networks, or SSNs. We will go over what it enables in more detail shortly. Flare, XRPL, Ethereum, SUI, or any other platform can be used to build these services. This is what makes Flare's work so fantastic. We sat there holding our XRP in bear markets. There were no options available at the moment, but we could have been making money on our XRP the whole time. Suddenly, everyone is opening up ways to make money with your XRP. And over time, this will only increase XRP's value. One other cryptocurrency that I would be stacking at the moment is Flare. It is incredibly inexpensive, but it won't remain that way indefinitely. People are expecting Flare to hit $1+ during this run. You know, that would be wonderful to witness. I've known for a long time. Eventually, Flare will surpass $1, followed by $2 and $3, and so forth. Why not purchase a good-sized bag of it now, put it away for a year or two, and then return to examine it? You'll be shocked to see where Flare goes in the upcoming 12 to 24 months, in my opinion. Additionally, keep in mind that Flare is not the XRP ledger's rival. The XRP ledger cannot be replaced by Flare. Rather, it enhances it by expanding the usefulness of XRP into yield-generating, programmable, and compliant finance. That momentum, in my opinion, will never cease. And for that reason, I believe Flare will grow into a huge monster in the future. And Bill Morgan is the source of this. The appeal in the Ripple case has not yet been dropped by the SEC. The SEC has no time limit to revoke the appeal. Though it may just request more time, the SEC has a deadline of August 15th to report to the appellate court, which serves as a deadline for the SEC to take action. Within the next 2 weeks, we will receive an update on the situation. Please provide me with an update regarding the Ripple SEC lawsuit. All the other cases, vanished. Gone is the SEC v Binance case. SEC versus Coinbase is over. However, the SEC vs Ripple is still present. They are containing the Ripple for a certain period of time, I assure you. They will not allow this matter to conclude until a certain point in time, which will come as a surprise to all of us. But at least now, perhaps on August 15th, we'll receive an update, because it's back, and all we have at the moment is a lot of conjecture. In a moment, I will discuss this map. Digital Gi is the source of this. Tokens that play a crucial role are made oddly affordable as the entities in charge of the new financial system play their games. Consider the following tokens for your portfolio. This mapping comes next. It has a long history. I'm referring to the years 2018, 2019, which is as far back as I can recall. Furthermore, I believe that the mapping that was done at the time was intended to give you a sense of the future direction that these cryptocurrencies were likely to go. 1 ounce of gold, Xlm silver, Xdc copper, Algo palladium, and Iota iridium are all linked to XRP. I believe it required a lot of foresight to predict where XRP would be today. This then kept you going. Back then, this was a component of the vision. However, as of right now, we already know that these cryptocurrencies won't be supported by precious metals, and you really don't want that to happen. The price of oil could fluctuate because to XRP, it might transfer tokenized gold from one nation to another, or from one individual to another, and perhaps a pound of gold is irrelevant. That value can be moved via XRP. You don't want it paid to anything because of this. However, it was quite pleasant to see this mapping appear once more. You won't recall how long this has been around if you're new to cryptocurrency, but if you've been here long enough, you've seen this mapping before. People occasionally bring it up again and remind people that XRP will be backed by 1 ounce of gold. Grok even claims that there isn't enough gold in the world to support XRP. Then there is the fact that August 1st is not recommended. Trump's remarks are unambiguous. The deadline of August 1st will no longer be postponed or extended. In the sand, this is a line. Trade, markets, and currency resets. Everything might change in 72 hours. We are now down to 24 hours. This will take place tomorrow. Let's check the true size of this. Perhaps it is the revelation of the digital dollar. I am aware that some individuals have made assumptions about that. By the end of 2025, I still believe the digital dollar will be here. Coinbase is the source of this. To hasten the adoption of cryptocurrencies, we are collaborating with Chase. Chase credit cards will soon be available on Coinbase. Exchange your reward points for USDC. Connect Chase accounts to Coinbase directly. Connecting TradFi to cryptocurrency. I think this is a great concept. Even though I don't like Coinbase, I do like the extra options and integration they provide for consumers to purchase cryptocurrency. I hope that people continue to pour into this area. I sincerely hope that nobody is unable to participate in this race. I constantly remind folks that the time to buy is now. You don't need to hold on to your money for a long time anymore, so take the plunge today. Over the remainder of this year, there will be a significant increase. Why not profit from cryptocurrency while it's still possible? Purchase XRP, even if you don't like it. Profit from it. I tell those who aren't involved with cryptocurrency that if they truly want to make money, now is the time to do so. Because this run will not be like any other run we have witnessed. And I believe it will be the most shocking thing we have ever witnessed. With all those drivers, I continue to think that XRP will completely change the market capitalization of